Hey, what's poppin', fellas? It's your boy Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Okay, so you guys are gonna have to forgive me for a second here. It's 11:33, so basically half an hour since the trailer dropped, and your boy was not expecting a trailer, so I am a little bit late to the party on this one. But we have here Ullr the Bowmaster, going to be the next Mythic Hero added to the game. Now, I did not see this coming whatsoever. A really obscure and random character choice. Not that they haven't done those before. I think a really successful example of one of those was Altina, because I just never thought we were going to get her in the game, but lo and behold, we did. So, Ullr is from Fire Emblem 4, of course, and she is one of the 12 Crusaders, to those of you that haven't played Fire Emblem 4. And it just makes me wonder, are we going to get more of the 12 Crusaders later on as Mythic Heroes? Because I'm not sure if all of them would be popular enough to sell. But then again, we do have Thrud as an option. And of course, Reinhardt is the second coming of Thrud. So imagine, if Reinhardt is as badass as he is, how much more badass could Thrud possibly be? So I think he would be a pretty cool option for a Mythic Hero at some point. But otherwise, like, I don't know if too many of these 12 Crusader units are going to do that well. But I digress. We have Ullr here as a Blue Bow infantry type. And she is a light Mythic Hero, granting the speed stat bonus as well as access to slot 6. So already that's pretty useful. I mean, slot 6, I don't have Dagger myself. So if I manage to pull a copy of Ullr, that would be pretty great. Alright, let's take a look at what her skills are. Oh, by the way, I really like this sprite here that she's got. I don't know why, but I'm really amused by these apathetic looking sprites where the girls are all frowny and it looks like they don't even want to be fighting. But anyways. Okay, so Holy You Fell. 14 might, 2 range, and of course effective against flying. So accelerate special trigger. If unit initiates combat, or if foe's HP is above or equal to 75% at the start of combat. Grants attack and speed up 6 to unit during combat. And neutralizes penalties to units' attack and speed, and effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. Alright, so what do we got here? Nullification of guard, nullification of attack and speed penalties, attack and speed up 6, and -1 special trigger. Yeah, that's pretty damn offensive there. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to deny her from just clapping you with a special like this. And she's going to be really quick, too. Okay, Deadeye. Yeah, dude, Deadeye with -1 special trigger and nullifying guard is going to be pretty real. Life and Death 4. Yingvi Ascendant. Okay, what is this? Neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks during combat. And if unit initiates combat, unit can make a follow-up attack before the foe can counterattack. Dude, it's just straight up better than Legendary Celica's B skill. So Celica gave you null follow-up and desperation, but I believe she had an HP requirement for the desperation part of it. And I don't remember off top, but I think it was like 75% or below HP to get it. This is just like instantaneous. You're on the map, you get desperation and null follow-up. No questions asked. So yeah, that's pretty insane for a B skill. And then we have Times Pulse 3 as well. Dude, she is going to be nuking people with this Deadeye here, because she nullifies guard. She's at -1 special trigger. Times Pulse is going to start her at 1 hit cooldown with Deadeye. Yo, she is going to just rip things in half. Like, all of those fast units that rely on dodge effects, like Marita and Legendary Dimitri and so on, that's the type of unit that seems to be what Ullr is trying to counter, it looks like. Pretty interesting. I'm not sure how she's going to fare against save skill units, though. Like, for example, Save Skill Hector. Even though she's going to eat through his special fighter effect and clap him with Deadeye, his defense is just so high naturally that I'm not really sure if she's going to be able to just power through him. But still, this is a really powerful offensive unit. She kind of reminds me of Ashura a little bit, where they're just giving us this really crazy offensive hero for an offensive light season unit. So, as opposed to being a support type of unit like, say, Naga, for example, where you get effective against dragons, they're giving us a wall breaker type of unit here. So, pretty interesting choice. Okay, so here is the banner. And on blue, we've got Ullr, we got Saros, and Legendary Dimitri. That's a pretty strong blue pool, honestly. Like, I wouldn't mind pulling any of those guys. This dude's got Odd Tempest. She's just really good for merges, and then, of course, the new unit is always nice to get. On red, we've got Legendary Sigurd, we got Regan, and then Legendary Seliph. Legendary Seliph isn't really all that great, but he does come with distant counters, so he is at least useful for that kind of fodder. But, like, dude, Sigurd is practically the best unit in the game, I want to say. It's a bold statement to say anyone is the best unit in the game, but, I mean, this dude is just something else, really. I don't know what they were thinking when they balanced him with the +1 movement to himself and the entire team. It's just way too much what they did with this guy. And then, of course, Regan is just great for merges, so red looks like a pretty solid color. On green, we've got Pent, Shamir, and Yune. Also a pretty strong color. I mean, Pent is like practically a green type Ophelia. And then Shamir is really good as well, and Yune as well is a pretty useful unit when she is a bonus defense hero. And then on colorless, we've got Air, Milla, and Luis. Also, not too shabby. I mean, Milla and Air have been on a lot of banners by now, but they are still good for merges to help you raise your score. But Luis, I don't remember off top what skills Luis had. I think she had attack and speed catch 4, but I can't remember. Or it might have been attack and speed ideal 4. Yeah, I guess that's okay for fodder, but I don't remember what her weapon did. I know for sure Pent was a little bit better than her, though. So, I guess green would be ahead of colorless. And then in first place, for sure, it's blue, followed by red. So, that would be my ranking for the banner. Just to reiterate, we have blue in first, red in second, green in third, and then colorless in fourth. And do I recommend summoning on this banner? I guess it really just depends on your box. If you don't have Legendary Sigurd, I think he's probably a must summon. So this would be a nice time to try and pick him up. Even though Seliph does hold back the red pool a little bit. At least the other two red units are great. And then blue just... there's nothing you can get that would go wrong on blue. So blue is definitely a really good color to summon on. And then green, of course, has... like I said, Pent, who's awesome, and Shamir's really good too. Yune doesn't offer much fodder, but I guess she is still good for a defense hero. So, yeah, I will be summoning on the banner, and I will be sniping red and probably blue as well, because I don't have Dagger yet, so I don't have access to slot 6 for Light Season. And that really sucked for me the last round of Light Season, because Dagger was the Mythic Hero bonus. And not having her meant that I had to run a hard bonus unit, which really limits your team options, as well as not having access to slot 6. So it was pretty rough for me last round, but I guess I'll go for Ullr if I can manage to pull her. And the banner is going to be dropping in 2 days from now, roughly. Okay. Yeah, so that seems to be just about everything in the trailer. So real quick, let's just double back and take a look at her kit. Yeah, man, they really didn't hold back with the fodder here, because you could possibly get Deadeye and Times Pulse 3, or Life and Death 4 plus Times Pulse 3. So she's really similar to Shinin in terms of fodder. But then on offense, she's just this really, really powerful offensive threat. Like I said, I'm not sure how she's going to fare against save skills, because armored units don't really rely on damage reduction that much. At least not the ones that you would give far save to. But she does seem like she could be a decent wall breaker with instant Deadeyes just clapping the faster units that rely on dodge. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of Ullr. Are you actually excited for this hero? Because I know she is very obscure, but at the same time, I couldn't have possibly been more hype when they revealed Altina. So I think these random obscure heroes can be successful depending on the situation. So once again, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to be summoning on the banner when it drops? And this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, fellas, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.